Hey up everyone, welcome back to another video. Slight change of plan this morning. I'll explain that a little bit further on in video, but watching this feeder, it's just after first light, about 7 AM in the morning. And predominantly I'll be after grey squirrels. Usual target this time of year. I did want to do something different, but again I'll explain that away a bit. But I do get other visitors in and around this feeder. So let's see what morning entails and what it brings along for us. I'm in one of my usual hides. It's a nice comfy hide this. Probably fit 2 people in. I think it's about 7:10 at this time. I noticed a pair of magpies dropping to base at feeder. You see one on the left. It's slightly obscured, but they're both feeding on spilt wheat. And what I'm hoping to do is slot a pellet straight between shoulder blades, or if it keeps still long enough, straight to back at head. Just a slight readjustment then. There you go. Kept still long enough. This pheasant's like, whoop, I better get myself out of here. And off it legs it. That pheasant season's ended on a few days early, about 30th February this year. Sorry, January. There it is in slow motion. Happy with that. Always pleasing to get a magpie on deck. I usually get quite a few in this area. That did cause a lot of commotion. I had magpies, crows, jackdaws, rooks, all going absolutely crazy for about 10 minutes. And I definitely expected something else to drop in, but it didn't materialise on this occasion. So sit back, just enjoy wildlife. After watching wildlife for a bit, and just scanning the area really. It's always nice and quiet in hide, and sometimes it's the sounds that give things away. Sometimes you can hear that pitter-patter of squirrels, moving along woodland floor, rustling leaves, that kind of thing. Or you can even hear them like scraping trunks at trees with their claws as they're climbing up and down. This one comes straight down the tree, straight onto the feeder. All about timing. Great crack of that, straight to base of the skull. There's not much flicking around from this one. It's come to rest, bang at the side of magpie. They're snuggling up on a cold morning, keeping themselves warm. There you go, you can see that. You could see pellet in flight, or like a little bit of mist off it. Lovely little shot. I've got to say, rifle combo, last few sessions have been absolutely nailed on. Pinpoint accurate, performing like a beauty. It's been a while since I had it serviced, and I am thinking about this summer sending it off to Ratworks again, get it fettled, get a nice new service, and have all seals and everything changed. Here's a blackbird. Just foraging around looking for insects. They like to overturn grass sods and things like that and see what they can find, any little maggots and tasty morsels. Pheasants are back. These two have done really well to survive pheasant season. And they've gone from October 1st until, beginning of February, let's say. They're out of season, so they're safe from me, but it's good to see them. A couple of survivors there. Hopefully they go on to probably mate with some hen pheasants that have probably survived as well. And maybe they'll bring up 1 or 2 broods of wild pheasant. A little bit later in the morning, I've seen some more activity. This one's a little bit skittish. You'd expect that really, because you've got a squirrel and you've got a magpie on ground. So you can see it's, what's going on here, a little bit wary. At this point I'm thinking it's going up onto the feeder. But it's still twitchy. Another nice shot. These last two have been facing straight onto me. See, that one's kicking a bit of dust up, a bit of wheat. Because it were on edge, because it were twitchy, there's more adrenaline stored in body. So when I shut this one down with an edge shot, its last thoughts are, let's run, and it's just kicking away, expanding its last bit of energy really. Them shots are nice when they're quartering away from you. Gives you a little bit more margin for error really. So you've got alt base at front at head, and you've got that side on profile. Happy with that. See how nice and dark it is in this side. Works really well, really effectively. Got a good backdrop. Bit of camo there. You can tell it's good because magpies and crows, when they drop in, they don't see your movement even when you're sticking your silencer out at front at hide. It's in a nice dark corner, really cocooned. Some natural growth around it. I think of a couple of things when you're sighting an hide really. Put it with sun behind you where the sun rises. If anything's looking at you, it's blinded by the sun. Don't see your movement, so that masks you. And keep it nice and dark inside. That way you go unnoticed. I'm quite lucky. My woodlands are quite close to a motorway, so there's always a lot of background noise as well. So I'm always quiet, but I don't have to be particularly too quiet. I can move my feet and move things around without thinking that anything's going to hear slightest movement. And there's third squirrel at there. Two cock pheasants are back. They're clearly hungry. They keep coming, they keep going. They're not cleverest of birds, The squirrel's just been shot, it's thrashing about like a madman. And they just sat there like, oh, what's going on, Dave? I don't know, Jeff. I'm surprised these two survived season, but they must be one of the lucky few. Made this hide out of pallets, or bottom half's pallets, and I made like a wooden frame out of 2x2s, tie wrapped it all together, put some bracing on top, and then covered it over with a camouflage tarp, as you can see, and then just covered it over with some leaves and branches and things like that. Served me well, keeps me out of rain, keeps me out of wind. Whoop, another pheasant, off it goes, like road runner that one. At this point I thought, well, there's a few squirrels on ground, there's a magpie. So I decided to go out, do a little bit of a pickup, but leave one squirrel where it lays, and then set that magpie up as a decoy. Idea being, if any more magpies come into the area, it might give them encouragement and confidence to come down onto the bottom of the feeder. Give me an opportunity to take a few more out. This is a good time of year to be targeting corvids, whether it's crows, magpies, jackdaws, rooks. Obviously, we're into February now. I did see some first signs of spring, like daffodils coming through and stuff. So slowly but surely, just as days start getting a bit longer and a little bit warmer, they're going to start thinking about pairing up and breeding. So if you can knock a few back, it's going to keep them overall numbers down. So it's important we start targeting them. Just getting that magpie tidy up, knocking a bit of seed off it, straighten its feathers out. Then I'll just put it, like place its neck between a branch in like a V shape, just to make it look like it's sat up, make it look a little bit more natural. It's time to get myself back in hide. Usually when you come out your hide, your crow's a bit of disturbance like this. It can take about 20 minutes for woodland to settle back down. And then critters start moving about again. Throughout UK, this is one of the primary reasons why we're all controlling grey squirrels. It's to protect us native red. Unfortunately for me, part of South Yorkshire I'm in, there ain't any red squirrels, but grey squirrels still invasive, and it still needs controlling. Essentially we're managing woodland, helping red listed birds and protecting trees and flora and fauna really from any potential damage that squirrels can do. So if you're into squirrel control, good luck. Keep knocking them numbers down. I think reds are recovering in one or two places, and it's no coincidence that we're all out there targeting these grey critters. There's another one. That's a lovely shot. If you watch next piece of footage, where I zoom in a bit and slow it down, I think this pellet struck it straight in the eyeball or top of the eye. And you can see some smoke come out of his eyeball. Whether it's brain matter or eye fluid, I'm not sure, but there you go, comes shooting out. Another nice, clean, effective kill. Been a bit of variety this morning as well. So I've had one off feeder, I had two off feeder, and I've had one or two from sort of just on edge of tree or base of tree, and one off that branch. So it's nice to get that variety in shooting. Well, it starts to go a little bit quieter now, and as usual, just scanning about, looking at treetops, looking at distance, listening for any birds sort of landing in trees and that kind of thing. And just as I'm scanning, I noticed the woodpigeon sat on a lower branch. So I'm just getting myself ready. We had a rainy morning, quite heavy at times, then like it dry up for a little bit. But I think this woodpigeon was just sort of hunkering down and sheltering from like wind and rain. But that provided me with an opportunity. Obviously farmers got crops, so overall, I'm taking one out of the equation, protecting crops in neighbouring fields. It's a nice shot. Plenty of flapping about from this one. Nice headshot, you can tell how it's reacting. Had some good variety this morning, good nice mixed bag really. Be nice to get a couple more magpies, but I'm sure they'll be there for another day. Feeling quite pleased with myself at this point. It weren't my original plan, I'll explain that in a little bit, but it's always nice when you're good at plan B. You have an unexpectedly good morning. It weren't unexpected, I thought I'd have a decent morning anyhow, but a little bit better than I expected. Well, I'm going to wrap this session up. It weren't what I planned on doing actually. I was planning on targeting some woodies using a shipping container as my hide. It's a wet, rainy day in South Yorkshire. But when I got in shipping container, landowner had made some changes, and my normal shooting windows had changed and none were suitable, so I had to have a plan B. This squirrel feeder's close by, so that's what I did, relocated to here, and overall it's turned out really well. Started morning with a magpie, a pair of magpies come down, I managed to take one, a lot of chatter, crows, jackdaws, everything were in the area, but no else showed itself. And then after that, squirrel turned up, shot it, and then what did I have? Another 3 squirrels after that, all in or around feeder. I think I only shot probably 1, maybe 2 off feeder. Others were just hanging about on tree where feeder is. And then finished off with a woody. Just scanning about, looking, things are going a bit quiet. And I just saw a woody hunkered down on a branch. So taking shelter from weather. I managed to take that away, nice headshot. Did its usual thing, you'll see it on footage where it was just flapping about, head sort of cocked back. That's a sign of a good headshot. So, my original plan didn't really pay off, but relocating to feeder has. So I've had 4 squirrels, magpie and a wood pigeon. Can't complain at that. Half a dozen on deck really, so yeah, good. I'm gonna get home now, get warmed up, and as ever, thanks for watching, and I appreciate support. Well, it's time to get packed up, start packing gear away, dropping them 3 squirrels I brought in to hide, just into the bottom of the bag. Only come with minimal kit really, so I didn't even bring my camcorder, because I weren't intending on using it. Didn't bring my camcorder mount on my tripod. I think I brought my pellets, pellet case, a torch just so I could see where I was going before it come light, rifle, decent clothing. What I'm actually wearing is it's a carp fishing outfit really, or a fishing outfit. It's a winter outfit, so you got like trousers that are like dungaree style, so they come high up your waist, and you've got a jacket. It's my go-to jacket set or trouser set for winter now. It's really warm. I don't think it was cold this morning though. I think it was around about, what would it be, 7 degrees. It's been unusually mild winter, and over a couple of cold spells and a bit of snow, but overall it's been a lot warmer. I haven't really felt the cold when I've been out. I've emptied rifle in terms of, I've shot last pellet out of magazine, took magazine out, checked it, put my flask away. I didn't even take me like little sort of shooting bag that I usually rest my rifle on. I just had to fold my rucksack up and put it in sort of shooting hide window, my see-through bit. Just folded it up a couple of times, I was resting my rifle on that. Got an hard case for my rifle. It sort of lives in there when it's not in use, and obviously for travelling in a car and things like that, they're ideal. You can take a little knock and you don't knock your zero off and stuff. And on a morning like this, walking to hide with it keeps your rifle dry, and vice versa. When you're done really, it keeps your rifle dry while you're on your way back to your car. What I always do when I get in, I take it straight out of this case. If my rifle is wet for some reason, then I always leave case open in car, just slightly open to let air ventilation through. When I get home, I put it on rifle mount, and then I always let it dry off, and then I wipe it over with an oily rag and I use Bisley gun oil. And it just maintains rifle really, keeps it in tip-top condition. Leaves my bag, 4 squirrels, magpie and a wood pigeon. They'll go home as usual. All 4 squirrels are ready for freezer, and I breasted woody out. And I plan on making a nice short quick snack with that one evening. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next one.